We live in a fast-paced world of instant messaging and short communications. We need to interact with teams quickly in environments that are not so conducive to intimate conversations with people working remotely, across time zones, in siloed environments. And now we need to build trust, right? Yes, you kinda do, because a team without trust isn't really a team. It's just a group of people working together, often making substandard progress. They may not share information, they might battle over responsibilities, blame others for mistakes, and they may not even cooperate with one another. It doesn't matter how capable or talented your people are, they may never reach the full potential if trust isn't present. On the other hand, when trust is present, each individual in the team becomes stronger because he or she is part of an effective, cohesive group. When people trust one another, the group can achieve truly meaningful results. There are common behaviors that need to be put in place to create trust, and I'm sure you have heard of these before. Behavior like open and frequent communication, showing up on time, not flaking on commitments, following through and being accountable, as well as being honest and approachable. But let's take this a little deeper and understand what needs to happen. Psychologists have long known that revealing your motives, intentions, goals, values, and emotions can increase liking and feelings of intimacy. There is considerable evidence that leaders who disclose their authentic selves to followers can build not only trust, but generate greater cooperation and teamwork as well. Unfortunately, self-disclosure is a leadership competency that many leaders have yet to acquire. But before you even do this, it's also important to better understand what trust means to you. Here are a few questions you can ask yourself. Who do you trust? Like friends, co-workers, manager, family, spouse, siblings? And then ask yourself, why? What brought you to trust this person? Did it happen all at once? Over time? How long did it take? What did they do or not do to get to this level of trust? Then also ask yourself, who trusts me? And again, who are these people? Family, friends, or at work? And what got them to trust you? Same questions here. How did you build this trusting relationship? How long did it take? And what got you there? Knowing this will help you build other relationships as well, keeping in mind that we all have different ways to relate, so one way doesn't fit all of them. But do some introspection to realize what makes you tick, what gets you to open up to others and trust them as much as what got them to trust you. Creating a workplace that builds mindful relationships requires developing self-awareness and self-expression, two key competencies of emotional intelligence. So start by paying attention to others and yourself. Be mindful and aware of your judgments about your team that could affect how you trust them. Here's what you can do. 1. Lead by example. One way to build trust within your team is simply to lead by example and start showing them that you trust others. This means trusting your reports, your co-workers, and your boss. Don't forget, everyone is always watching and taking signals from you, so take the opportunity to show them what trust in others can look like. You can do that by delegating parts of your work that you have for yourself, as well as giving away responsibilities that can help them build their confidence and proving it to you. Next, let's talk about acceptance. You've delegated work to them and they are taking it on. But how are you viewing and accepting their work style? To build trust and open doors for greater relationships, you need to accept others as they are, including their work style, in how they execute it. If you meet them with resistance rather than acceptance, they will tend to shut down and you'll damage the opportunity to build trust. Instead, if you meet them with understanding and allowing them to be who they are without repercussions, they will be more able to open up to whatever they need to hear to grow and learn from you. So pay attention to how you perceive others and what your attitude is around them. Also, allow yourself to be vulnerable and honest with your struggles. Share that with them and see how that can make them feel okay to do the same with you. This will make them feel free to share ideas with you and build more trust. Another way to build trust is to encourage your team members to see their colleagues as people. They're not just employees and co-workers, they are multifaceted human beings with interesting lives and stories to share. So think about creating situations that help them share personal stories so you can bond and create more meaningful and trusting relationships. You can do this by asking sensitively about their family or about their hobbies. You can start by sharing some personal information about yourself and then ask them about their interests. You'll see that the more commonalities you'll find with them, the more they'll bond with you, and that builds trust. Don't just tell, ask and listen. Make a habit of asking open-ended questions at home and at work. For instance, you can ask, how do you see this evolving? What would make you feel happy at work? Listen to their answers, paraphrase what you heard, and try not to interrupt or plan a response of your own. You can share your thoughts only when you are sure they are done sharing theirs, and you'll see that over time this will stimulate low fear and high trust. Next, you can show appreciation for them. When we show appreciation for the other person, we create closer relationships. Benissimo. Now, one last point. Nothing boosts people's faith in you like keeping your commitments. If you make promises, honor them. If you are unsure, then under-promise and then over-deliver. But don't disappoint. They'll forgive you once, you'll start breaking that trust after that. And if you make a mistake, fess up, admit it, apologize, explain how you're going to do it better next time. It'll show that you can be reliable and know when to do the right thing. So express yourself and not just for the good stuff. Ecco qua, that's it. To download the key steps mentioned in this video, follow the link below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, share with your friends and coworkers, and make sure to subscribe for additional updates. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer. And if you want more, come over to giannicola.com. You can schedule time with me for coaching and some practice on this subject or more. Grazie, ciao, ci vediamo, a presto.